Hi, this is Keeper, and welcome to Direct Selling Live's 4th annual Women of Power, the Power 30. You know, we've been doing this for a few years now, and it's one of the greatest joys that I've ever had in creating something of interest for direct selling. You know, we do the Power 50, the 25 must-have items. Last year, we introduced our Diversity 30, but there's something really special about the Women of Power for me. I think it goes back to knowing that how much work women have done to create direct selling, network marketing, party plans. So much of what we've accomplished has been due in great measure to the work of women. I think in terms of direct selling, women just do not get the recognition that they deserve. Yes, we understand that the majority of distributors are women, the majority of the sales are women, but if you look into corporate, you look into boardrooms, the majority of power rests with men. To me, that has never made much sense, considering the fact that we depend so much on the beautiful work of women. We recognize women have much better social skills in creating friendships and talking about things, probably a lot better than men. But I think it's important to remember that women are extremely powerful. Oftentimes in business, people think women do not have the intestinal fortitude to do and create power and centers of influence that go well beyond just talking through their friends. I disagree wholeheartedly. I think women are the driving force in business anywhere, because without women, nothing is really going to be sold. Certainly in direct selling, if you look around the corporate boardrooms, men dominate. I've never understood that, and I never will. But in looking at other lists that people put out, they only focus on the corporate level, management level power structure. Power and influence in direct selling goes well beyond that. There's power and influence at the supplier level. There's power and influence at the trainer level. There's power and influence at the organizations and association level. There's power and influence everywhere. I think to not recognize these as powers and influence does a great disservice to the women in direct selling who depend on all of these other types of segments to provide services, which is why our Women of Power looks at not only the corporate level power and influence, but we also look at organizations, we also look at suppliers, we look at trainers, and we look at a whole host of other powers of influence in direct selling. This particular offering of the Women of Power, we are honored to have 3 women who are going to talk about what power and influence is to them and what it means to women in direct selling. We have VP Vice President of Zango, Beverly Hollister. We have Susan Brady of Susan Brady International, and we have Nadine Thompson, founder and CEO of Soul Purpose. They're going to be sharing some thoughts as we go through this video and introduce to you these women of power. So sit back and relax as we get ready to introduce to you the Women of Power, the Power 30, when we come back.
for me to be able to serve in a position and to be even called in the position of power, it's one that's not a title, it's one that's not so much authority and responsibility, but it's one that has the ability to truly lead from the heart, to enlighten other women, to see their greatness, to see the light within them. And it is all about internal growth. One of my greatest mentors in network marketing when I came in, I was in my 30s at the time, early 30s, and I was placed in a position of title power, but she mentored me. She really mentored me and showed me how to serve, and that if I really wanted to make a difference in the world, that everything starts within. Working on myself with mentors. And so, in essence, my role in network marketing is to allow other women, no matter where they are, no matter what level of education, if they are willing to be mentored and coached and to grow and to, first of all, love themselves and forgive themselves and forgive other people that have done anything, because we're not our past. We have a beautiful, magnificent life. So power, for me, in this position is that illuminating light and power to set other women free, to allow them to live this magnificent life. And I've never experienced another form of business other than network marketing where the success has to begin within. Short-term success can be a blip in the radar. And we've all seen in network marketing some people that go up and they go down. But long-term success is that beginning within, changing old thoughts, changing old habits, changing old patterns, and serving and leading and honoring and loving. There are only two emotions in this world, love and fear. And as women, sometimes we listen to the world instead of listening to that beautiful compass that's within. That's what I love about the power of network marketing, the power for women. There's no glass ceiling, and you can really align with whatever company, with your values, where your passion is, where your heart is. It doesn't matter. As long as a woman, you align there, you can fulfill your journey, your calling in life. And part of that, you cannot be successful unless you help other people become successful.
Number 30, Cindy Monroe, founder and CEO, 31 Gifts. Number 29, Dana Wilde, founder, The Mind Aware. Number 28, Deb Bixler, create a cash flow show and direct sales radio. Number 27, Teresa Day, editorial director, direct selling news. Number 26, Marla Gottschalk, CEO, The Pampered Chef. Number 25, Kay Napier, CEO, Arbonne. Number 24, Patricia Perez Ayala, Chief Marketing Officer, Avon. Number 23, Marjorie Fine, Executive VP and General Counsel, Shackley.
A woman in direct sales, a woman of power, is there to share her gift. She's there to set an example for other women. She's there to be a woman of influence. She's there to set an example so that other women can buy into her belief in them. It gives women hope. That's what the beauty of direct sales is, the fact that it gives other women hope. When you see a woman in direct sales who's successful, a woman of influence, a woman with that power, people aspire to be like her. And when you share that message, and when you're sharing with other women that, you put your pantyhose on the same way that they do, and that you started exactly where they started from, then you give them hope. And for some women, that's hope that they haven't seen or they haven't shared in a long time. So as a woman of power in direct sales, to me, it's your responsibility to take that gift that God has given you. Because obviously, if you're in a position of influence and in a position of power, it's taken a long time to get there, and you're there for a reason. We're all put on this planet for a reason. We all have a job to do. And as a woman in direct sales, it's your job. We're put on this earth for a reason, and it's our job to get out there and to share that message with other women, to help them build their confidence, to help them build their self-esteem, and to show them that there is a way for them to get out of, perhaps it's being stuck, perhaps it's a dead-end job, whatever the case may be. If you're in that position of power, you can't hold it to yourself. It's your job to get out there and to share it with the world, to help others, to reach down and pull other people up with you. It's not that you have to sit in that Oval Office, in that ivory tower all by yourself. Your job as a leader, as a woman of power, as a woman of influence, is go out there and help somebody else the same way, along the same path that you've been along.
Number 22, DSWA, Direct Selling Women's Alliance. Number 21, Dr. Eunice Dudley, co-founder, Dudley Q. Number 20, Ursula Dudley, president, Dudley Q. Number 19, Sandy Tillotson, co-founder, New Skin. Number 18, Mona Amelie, USA General Manager, Bell Corp in the USA LaBelle. Number 17, Cheryl Atkins Green, Chief Marketing Officer, Mary Kay. Number 16, Avon, awarded 2013 Best Place to Work for LGBT by the Human Rights Campaign Foundation. Number 15, Avon, Foundation for Women Breast Cancer Walk. Number 14, Deborah Wu, President Asia and Greater China, USANA.
There were times when my mother had to split us up just so we could eat. We were evicted a number of times. We lived on food stamps, and there were days when we had to go through the neighborhood looking for bottles just so we could redeem those bottles for a pound of ground beef and a bag of rice. We battled rats and roaches on a daily basis in our house just for food, just to see who could survive, who could find the food in the house. You know, it's funny. There were times when my brothers and I, we actually had a battle to see who could kill the most rats in a given day. One particular winter, we had no heat. We had no electricity. Dead of winter, freezing cold. We had to move a bed from upstairs into the kitchen and turn on what was then the newfangled thing, a gas oven, just so we could survive. Sleeping in a kitchen, 10 people, one small kitchen in Portland, Oregon. We could have died for all we knew. Inside our house, The environment was even more destructive, even more emotionally and physically damaging than you could possibly imagine. As my stepfather did what stepfathers oftentimes do to little girls, my little sisters. It fragmented my family to the point to where some of us hardly even talk to each other anymore. It was devastating. I continued as a kid to never give up a dream, to never give up on hope, because I knew there was a chance for me. No one in my family has ever achieved anything. 10 people. But I vowed I would not be the one to let that happen. I determined that my past was not going to be the one thing that defined my future. It just wasn't going to happen. It was not going to be that way.
This is the only industry where you can get rich by helping other people to get rich.
Yeah.
And that you only get rich if you help the people below you to succeed. And so in helping others to succeed, which so many of us are good at, we in turn succeed. And that is the way we need to look at it. And I think that's the message we need to get across. And that this really is an opportunity where anyone can come in regardless of their education, their race, their religious background, their sexual orientation. You can come in, join a business like Soul Purpose, be passionate about it, and make just as much money as somebody who's at Herbalife or Amway. I mean, there is an opportunity there that really is, it's a level playing field, really.
Number 13, Nadine Thompson, CEO and founder, Soul Purpose Lifestyle Company. Number 12, Mary Christensen, author and speaker. Number 11, Grace Kihohoho, president and co-founder, Direct Selling Women's Alliance. Number 10, Nikki Kihohoho, CEO, co-founder, Direct Selling Women's Alliance. Number 9, Beverly Hollister, Senior Vice President, Zango. Number 8, Dr. O-Lin Chen, President, Sunrider. Number 7, Cookie Lee, Chairwoman and Chief Designer, Cookie Lee Jewelry. Number 6, Dr. Tracy Lynn, President, Tracy Lynn Jewelry. Number 5, Connie Tang, President and CEO, Princess House. Number 4, Josephine Gross, Editor-in-Chief, Networking Times. Number 3, Amy Robinson, Vice President and Chief Marketing Officer, DSA, Direct Selling Association. Number 2, Carol Kurzig, President, Avon Foundation for Women, Avon Walk for Breast Cancer.
The power of women and network marketing, that true power. It's not a masculine energy. It's a beautiful, soft, feminine energy that flows like water, which is one of the most powerful forces on the earth. That's what the true power for women and network marketing is all about.
Number 1, Candice Matthews, Chief Marketing Officer, Amway Global.